Good afternoon, I'm Tito. Welcome to Made to Order. We have a very special guest. As you know, Christopher Burgh coming to Montreal May 7th, playing Class A Star. Tickets going on sale as we speak. Chris is in the studio, is tuning up his guitar. We'll talk to him after this. Don't Pay the Ferryman on Made to Order on the Spirit of Rock, Shome 97.7. Spirit of Rock, Shome 97.7. Christopher Burgh and Don't Pay the Ferryman. Christopher Burgh in town May 7th at Class A Star. Tickets went on sale like 5 minutes ago. And to make sure that everything's going smoothly with the ticket sales, we have Christopher Burgh in the studio with us. You came to town to make sure that tickets were being sold properly.
Absolutely, I want to see everything is working correctly, you know.
You were just saying, while that song was playing, that Meatloaf was a big fan of that song.
Yeah, I was performing it early on a New York radio station one morning, free breakfast, and the phone rang in, and it was Meatloaf, and he said, how can anybody sing like that at that time of the morning? It's pretty good.
Of course, that came out on the Getaway album, 1982.
Yeah.
And that song actually, and that album sort of put you in the mainstream map in the States. Finally, it took years.
Yeah, it took a while, and also it was in Europe, it did very well. Number one record in Germany, for example, which is still a very, very strong country for me. I have had about 6 number one albums there since that, and toured there a lot. In fact, we just completed 60 dates around Europe. We played Germany, Holland, Switzerland, Poland, Belgium, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine, United Kingdom, Ireland, and France, and a few other places I can't remember. And we're bringing, it was obviously the hits from the past, but this current record I have out called Moonfleet and Other Stories, which is a cracking story of smugglers and hidden treasure in the southwest of England in the 18th century, and the ghost of Blackbeard himself.
You like talking about things that are historical.
Yeah.
Or we assume you do. I mean, you're Irish, you lived in a castle once, I believe.
That's right, yeah.
And we have this idea that Christopher Burgh is a singer-songwriter talking about things gone by, like the Crusaders and Irish castles and Gaelic things. And is that basically?
Oh, that's some of it, yeah. Some of it. I mean, I don't wash myself in the past mists of time, to be honest, too much. But there are things that attract my attention. You know, obviously I write a lot of modern stuff too, modern ideas. In fact, I counted up the other day. I've written and recorded more than 260 songs. So I'd say a few of them certainly do have that sniff of history about them.
Well, your debut album was called Far Beyond These Castle Walls, and covering some of that ancient lore, I suppose. That took a while to catch on in the UK and in the US as well, but here in Montreal and other parts of Canada, we embraced you almost right away from the beginning.
Well, you see, Canada has such a great history of wonderful singer-songwriters, and for some reason they took me into their hearts. But as we know, and I can take over this particular program because you are listening to Shome, and Shome is the reason why I broke out of Quebec and out of the city of Montreal, and people like Supertramp before me and Saga. The thing is about you guys is that you back then were playing unusual music, and in fact, if you forgive me, I've got my old guitar here, and to bring back those memories from the past, I'm going to sing a little song from Spanish Train and Other Stories, because you know, my friends, Christmas is just around the corner. Isn't that a great thought? And if you're unlucky enough to get stuck in a supermarket or an elevator over the Christmas period, you're likely to hear this song again and again. Spaceman came travelling with his ship from afar. 'Twas 5 years of time since his mission did start, and over a village he halted his craft. It hung in the sky like a star, just like a star. He followed a light and came down to a shed where a mother and child were lying there on the bed. A bright light of silver shone round his head, and he had the face of an angel, and they were afraid. Then the stranger spoke, he said, "Do not fear, I come from a planet a long way from here, and I bring a message for mankind to hear." And suddenly the sweetest music filled the air, and
Chris Burgh.
The Spirit of Rock. 97.7.